this is funkymanmajor speaking, playing with Mr. Kurosaki. And today we are testing the Battlefield 4 beta on PlayStation 3. So first thing guys is don't expect Battlefield 4, moving on to Battlefield 4, don't expect it to be like Battlefield 3 about the controls. This is the first thing to look at. The controls, thank you. The controls aren't the same at all. Alan,
Yeah,
can you
sure.
explain,
Okay, well, basically what's going on is they've taken the control setup from your Call of Duties. I'm not sure about the rest, but it's exactly the same as Black Ops 2. So it looks like they've, I don't know, basically made the game for the Call of Duty players that are migrating to Battlefield to try and win over some more players and consumers or whatever, but yeah, they've really gone down with the controls. It's not as functional. I mean, for example, your prone is now circle and your knifing is R3, which is horrible because, as usual, it would be R2. And yeah, Anton will explain what that'll do to you.
Yeah, so about the R2 button, because fuck, every Battlefield players. Okay, so first of all, Mr. Kurosaki and I are Battlefield veterans, so we are veteran 8, we played all the Battlefields, and we know what we're talking about. And we can clearly see a move to Call of Duty. So the R2 button, so as you can see on my screen, this is what happens when you press on R2. You see, you have different orders like need a medic, go go go. And this comes from Battlefield on PC. We didn't have that on consoles before. And as you move on Battlefield 4, the first thing you do when you want to knife someone is press R2. And what happens when you press on R2? And this happens, and you know it's a kind of weird because you wanna knife the guy and you can't because actually instead of knifing him, you give an order, so you can't do anything at the moment. It's I mean when you move on to Battlefield 4, you're a bit lost about the controls as Alan told you, and on consoles, I mean we don't really need for the moment. And maybe because on PC you have more abilities and possibilities that allows you to use the order menu that on console you maybe don't have. And I don't know, Alan, do you use the R2 button?
No, dude, I don't, because I mean, it's my primary, as said earlier, it's for quick reaction for your knifing and all. Maybe with the next gen, with the pad, you could use that as the command list, but to remove one of the key functions of the game and simple controls, I mean, it kind of destroys it if you ask me. Because the controls at the moment are really awkward. You have to move your hands. It doesn't feel natural. You aren't in a natural stance. So yeah, it's a bit off, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, that's true. I really hope, because actually right now we can't change the settings. Like, okay, maybe only on the vehicles. Even the choppers, you can, even the choppers, the controls are changed. I mean, it's you get really lost and easily lost when you start playing. And
Yeah,
I really
because
hope you'll be. Go on.
yeah, sorry, because as I wanted to say was, like, with your vehicles, for example, everything is controlled with your left stick. So it's very hard to actually maneuver when you're trying to fly or shoot your tank or whatever. It becomes almost impossible.
Yeah, that's true. But I really hope you'll be able to change it in the full game. Because, guys, don't forget this is only the beta, so it's just the first aspect of the game. Of course, there's still are glitches in the game that they will hopefully correct after the beta closes. So let's move on to the destructions. Um, Alan, do you know how to destroy the huge building everyone is talking about?
Well, to be honest, when I first came out, I thought everything was destructible, as in every single building. So, as usual, as Bad Company 2, which to me had the most destruction, you'd go to the pillars and just shoot them out with your RPGs and stuff, you know? Your
Yeah.
ground integrity, your foundation, that would be the base of destroying your buildings. But in this one, it seems to be quite a bit more complex, and as you've seen so far, it's just the one building and underground piece that can be destroyed. And I'm sure you can elaborate more on how to do that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We, I think by watching the trailers and of Battlefield 4, I think we all thought that we could come up to the buildings and put out our C4 and just blow up the whole building by destroying the foundations. And actually not, you can't at all. Okay, check out this building. You see this huge building? Actually, just to destroy it, you have to blow up these poles just in front of the building. You have 4 poles like this one, and if you blow it up, the building will collapse. And okay, it is a cool move from DICE, being able to destroy huge buildings, but okay, we all thought, honestly, that we could, like, for example, come to this wall, take our C4 and blow it up, and then the whole building will collapse. And actually not. Um, so I am a bit disappointed, and I think uh, you are as well, um, to not be
Yeah,
able to making yeah, collapse the whole buildings. So I don't know. As we said, this is just a beta, and maybe they will improve the full game, you know. So, but we still don't know. We don't know for the moment. All we have for the moment is just a beta. So, I mean, even in the beta, there still are some glitches, and to be honest, it was a bit complicated, hey, Alan, to make this gameplay because we keep on freezing.
yeah,
Um,
completely agreed.
on yeah, on the beta. So just yeah, explain what happened to you, like in 5 minutes.
Literally every 5 minutes you'll be playing and all goes well. A match would finish and as loading or even halfway through the match, I don't know, where your whole console will just freeze. I mean, you can play any other game, it doesn't happen. It just happens with the Battlefield beta. So something about the beta, there must be a huge technical problem because the freezing, it gets frustrating quite a bit. So hopefully they'll sort that out as well. And yeah, because I mean, it drives a person crazy when you're trying to do something, do well, increase your stats, you know, make a name for yourself on the battle log and all that. And then, out of nowhere, you kind of just die. Literally.
Yeah, and first we thought that it was the update, the PlayStation update, but actually not. About the reload. Can you
Yeah,
say something about it?
that's pretty cool. As Anton pointed out, normally in a game where, for example, you shoot one bullet, you reload, you only lose that one bullet. The rest of your clip still remains in your munition, you know? But with this one, after using one bullet and you reload, as per real life, that whole magazine gets thrown away. So if you have a 30 round magazine, you use one bullet and you reload, the rest of the 29 bullets disappear. So that's quite a cool implement, but then again, it could be frustrating for purposes of ammo scarcity and those kind of things. So yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'd
that's
say.
true. Because yeah, because the first thing you do when you know, like, imagine you're in a situation, you think there's an enemy in the bushes or something like that. So you just shoot 1 or 2 bullets, and just to be sure, hey. And actually no, it's not an enemy. So you reload, and the 2 bullets you shot will be taken from the supplies. And in the game, as Alan told you, it's not like that. It's a whole magazine that is going away. So we'll show you an example. Well, I'll show you an example right now. um, while playing. So I hope Alan didn't freeze. And looks like I froze. Okay, cool.
100%.
Okay, so here we are. I just froze, as we were saying later on. Freezing is a fucking problem. Anyways, I'll just finish what Alan was explaining with the reload. Okay, so okay, let me do that again. Okay, let's switch to sniper. Okay. So, if you look at the bullets in the magazine, I have 16 bullets. Okay? And as supplies, I have 48 bullets. Okay, I shoot one bullet. If I reload, normally it will go to 1647. Okay? And in Battlefield 4, it doesn't happen. When you reload, it turns to 1632. So as you just saw, it's the entire magazine that is thrown away, and I mean, it's the realistic thing, you know. And one last thing before finishing this commentary on Battlefield 4, Alan, could you please explain the sniper thing about the scope and the range?
Okay, well, yeah. Basic thing with the sniper is where you see on your little thing at the bottom of the screen there, you can press up. That says 14, and then you can go to 6. Now, what that does is it magnifies your scope to a 14 times scope or a 6 times scope. And with that, in conjunction, at the bottom, it will also allow you to adjust your distance. Now, with that is, for example, if you want to hit a target over a kilometer away, let's say, for example, you can sit there, you adjust your thing to 14 times scope, and you adjust your distance to a kilometer. So what that does is it takes in conjunction the area, the distance, the wind, and all that kind of nonsense, and makes it so that you don't have to compensate for your enemy target in front of you. So if you aim on the guy, where your crosshair is where your bullets will eventually land up. So you won't have to aim like 20 meters above him to hit him over the distance. But I can't show you that as Anton is recording at the moment, so
Yeah,
if
and
Anton
I'm showing it at the moment. Yeah, so if you put it
Oh,
to
okay.
1000 meters, you see if you shoot, the bullet just goes straight up and then back down with the gravity. If you set it to 0 meters, you'll see the bullet will do the normal heading with the gravity will go down. And this is quite a cool thing. I mean, actually in Battlefield, the more realistic it is, the better it is. So this is a cool thing that DICE allows us to do. But I mean, for snipers, it's a good thing, and it can be I mean, it can be useless because you don't have time to set the 200 meters, aim up, etc. I mean, you can just, if you're used to sniping, you can just set it to 0 meters and, you know, calculate the gravity shit and with the bullet, and then just aim straight up and then shoot towards the target. So I don't know how you guys will use it. So it's up to you. So guys, this commentary is finished. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys will appreciate the fact that we pointed to, about the Alan, help me, about the freeze
Key
and
flaws.
yeah, the reload and the sniper, I don't know how you call it, the sniper thingy. So yep, that's it. So don't forget guys, this is only a beta. You can't fully judge the game only on a beta. Just wait until the full game comes out to be, oh I got it. Just wait until the full game comes out to be able to judge Battlefield 4. So yep,
Yes,
that's
agreed.
it guys. So see you for another video, maybe when Battlefield 4 will come out. So yep, see you guys.
Cheers.